Right, so a bit of a different one today because I have signed up for a half marathon in the 18th of May in Gothenburg, Sweden. I've never ran anything in my life. I did like 5K last year. It was this like obstacle course kind of thing. But I decided since I'm getting shredded for summer in the first place, I might as well challenge myself to do a half marathon. So I thought I'd bring every one of you along for the ride, see what kind of training I do for it, see my body transformation along the way, and if I can actually do it in the end. So here's how I'm looking day one into the training. I've just finished off a bulk and I'm ready to cut now. So I have got a little bit of body fat on me, but it's not too much. But at the end of this training and at the start of May, I'm really hoping to be in the best shape I've ever been in my life and the lowest body fat I've ever had. My first run today, there's this ravine kind of place behind where I live that's supposed to be really pretty, and I've never been there before. So I thought it would be the perfect route for me to do like a little warm up. I think it's going to be like 5K, 4K overall, which I think is a good first training session for me to get warmed up and to get into the rhythm. So I'm going to go get ready now for the first run of this training session, the first 5K with these shoes, and hopefully we will see how it goes. I can definitely tell my legs, especially my calves, aren't used to running in general, because I'm feeling so many muscles that I've never felt before right now. One of the things I used to worry about when my mum used to take me for runs as kids was that I didn't like people watching me. I didn't like running past anyone. So it's so nice here because apart from a few cars, there's no one here. So it's nice. I can just run and not be scared of anyone judging me. I definitely think one of the main things in this, one of the main challenges at least, is going to be my calves supporting my body weight, because I'm used to running maybe at about 78, 80 kilograms absolute max, but because I bulked up to around 88 kilograms at the moment, my calves are just not used to the weight that they're being put under right now. So I think at first that's going to be very difficult, but hopefully it'll get better over training and all the sessions that I do. So I've just returned from the first ever run today. It was hard. So I actually ended up going further than I was supposed to just because I got lost on the way home. But it was kind of cool because I realized I never really explored the area around me, and getting lost just meant that I discovered a lot of new cool places. I didn't get out of breath. I don't think it's my cardio that is the issue, but not my calves, but the muscle like on your shin. That muscle really, really hurt during the run. I'm doing some stretches now, but that's definitely going to be the main thing I'm going to try to improve during the course of training. So it's the day after, it's day 2. I'm honestly feeling okay. I'm not as bad as I thought I'd be. My legs are a bit sore, the calves are a bit sore. Weirdly enough, my glutes hurt as well, which I wasn't feeling yesterday. But I had a thought this morning where I completely forgot that during this process of training to run a marathon, I'd obviously be doing the running training sessions, but I'm also going to be continuing to doing heavy resistance training and weightlifting for legs in the gym. And I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to balance out the two of them, because I have a feeling at the start it's just going to completely ruin my legs. So my plan at the moment going forward is to have 2 running sessions per week on top of my 2 resistance training sessions for legs per week, and then eventually build up gradually to 4 running sessions per week, as well as 2 strength sessions. It's going to be interesting to see on Saturday, when I have my first running session after my first leg session, to see if it's actually possible at all for me to do it, because it might just be the case where I simply can't do training and running at first, and that might have to be something that I build up to, but we'll see. For now, feeling okay, legs are a bit sore, but should be fine. Right, we're fresh out the shower after coming back from the first leg session at the gym after the first training session. And you know what? It actually wasn't too bad. I didn't feel, there wasn't any pain in my legs whatsoever, and I actually hit more reps than I usually do, which is pretty sick considering that I'm on a cut. So far, it looks fine, but this could change on the weekend when I go for a run and work out a lot closer together. Apologies for the state of how I look right now. Doing this first thing in the morning. It's Friday, and believe it or not, today I think I actually warmed up properly, so that should mean that I'm not as injured tomorrow on Saturday for leg day. I'm taking it a lot easier this time as well, like gradually building up to speed, because last time I just jumped straight in, and I think that was also something that made me hurt a lot. I saw some other kid this morning actually on the back there, like this really pretty field with like a dam in it, a really pretty place. But I saw this other guy training there as well, and he was shirtless, so I've got to make sure to put in the runs so I can beat him. Alright, so I've just finished up the cold shower after coming back from the run. It felt pretty good today, but ever since this week, I think running has helped a lot with this. I've just beasted everything. Like, I've got all of my work done. I've done deep work for like 5 hours a day, and I've completed an assignment that's not due in until the 20th of May, and it's currently like the 15th of March, so a whole more than 2 months in advance. My productivity has just been crazy, and I think running has helped me, even though I've only done it twice, but kind of get into the state of mind where I can get a lot done. So in that sense, I think it's really helped me, and hopefully it will continue to do that. So I think that will be the last run of this week. So this week was only 2 runs just to get me into the rhythm of it. This run was a lot better, and honestly, this should have been the run that I did first, because this one was, I think, 1K shorter, and I also did it a lot easier on myself, so my legs didn't feel anywhere near as bad on the run. But next week we might both up to 3, see how we feel, or I might just increase the distance, because that'll probably be more. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll increase the distance and keep it on 2 runs for a little bit, and then maybe on week 3 or 4 I'll bump up to 3 runs a week when my legs actually feel comfortable with the sheer amount of mass I've got on my frame. Anyway, I'll check in with you in a couple of days when we'll see how my legs are, I guess, and just do a weekly, what's the word? Roundup, summary of how the first week went. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look here at the progress between day 1 and day 7. There's not really a lot to go off, obviously, because it's only 7 days, but the stomach's looking a little flatter. I tried to keep the lighting as consistent as possible, but there's a little bit of difference. My waist has got a little bit less fat on the back, and there's a little more definition, but that again could be because of the light. But overall, only small changes, and obviously that's going to be the case because it's only the first week. But hopefully, week after week, as we compare it to the first day, it's going to become more and more apparent how much leaner I'm getting from all the running. But to end everything off, I think I've made a good start to the week. The first 2 runs went pretty well. My legs actually do feel fine today, weirdly enough. So next week, I think we're going to start running seriously and try and up the pace and see the time that we can get. If you want to connect with me and see what times I'm doing, where I'm running, that sort of thing, you can follow me on Strava, the app that I use to run. It's not like an affiliate or anything like that, and you can just see how fast I can run, and I can maybe follow a few of you guys back, and we can compete like that. Or you can maybe write your times and your average run down in the comments and compete with people there. I know it's a bit of a different one today, but hopefully you enjoyed it anyway. I'm going to make this a series for the next, well, the race is at the end of May, so the next 2 months I'm going to do hopefully an episode every week on this to update my progress on my physique. So if you're excited for this, let me know. I hope you've enjoyed. Again, if you want to talk to me one-on-one, could potentially coach you at the end of this if I figure out a good way to do it. Anyway, if you want to talk with me, link in the description, or also we can talk with each other about fitness in general with the community, which is the second link in the description. Hope you enjoyed. See you later.